If I was starting off on storytelling and I needed a camera to use to do storytelling through video production, the first option would be trying to do access television, because there they usually give you equipment or let you borrow equipment and then they broadcast it for you. So it's great. Maybe that option isn't available for you. If it's not, then you might need to get a camera. If you did have to get a camera and you wanted to spend very little money to do it, one option would be the Lumix GH4. I've had this camera for quite some time now, and it's extremely reliable. It's got a beautiful image, 4K. It also has open gate. If you don't know what open gate is, it's a format that allows you to both offer vertical videos and horizontal videos using the same shot. It's nice to have, and but there are other videos on that you can look up if you want to learn more about open gate. Yeah, so, but this is just, I can't part with this camera. It's too, I just like it too much. And it's got me out of some jams too. So you probably get this for, I just checked today, there's like one of these that's used with a 12 to 35 lens, and that's the lens I would want most of the time to have on the camera. $500 or less, and you can have an incredible 4K camera. It's the micro four thirds, so it's a smaller sensor size. But I do love the small. I mean, look how small this is. It's easy. It's portable. It makes it fun. Now a lot of people would argue, oh, with the micro four thirds, it's a smaller sensor size, so it's not going to do as well in low light. You should go for more of the full sensor size. And I'm sure that there's some merit to that argument, but if you have lights, if you're someone like me, or you use the natural sun with an ND filter on the end of your lens, it works. It works for me. I love using it, and for that kind of money, you could end up getting a really good microphone with what you have left over, because I would rather get a really sweet microphone. The microphone on this camera is the Sennheiser MKE440, and that's a great microphone. I would recommend that for starting off as well. And that's going to cost you, gosh, I think it's somewhere between $300-400, somewhere that range. But now you can have a really good microphone to go with your camera. And but those are the things you got to start thinking about when you start doing storytelling. So yeah, highly recommended for a starting point. And I'm not going to get rid of it. I like this camera way too much. I use it as a backup camera in case I need it. Right now I use a GH7. I use a couple GH5 Mark IIs, and I've got technically a couple of these GH4s, and I like having them. I still use them today. Though I will say this though, if the one thing that does get a little bit annoying about the GH4 is that it has a shorter recording time than, like, let's say the GH5. You don't really worry about that so much with the GH5, but the GH4, it just means that you get a lot of clips that you put together instead of just one big clip. And so, like, that sort of nuance I would be fine with starting off, just to, you're still getting a beautiful image. You just have to put together more of these little shots. Well, whatever. You're starting off, you're having fun. This is highly recommended. And it's user friendly. As a first camera, it's kind of nice not to have a gazillion things to select from in the menu of this camera. Like the GH7 is like, even the GH5 has a lot of options too, but there's something nice about the simplicity of the GH4. It's just, it's a workhorse. It's a tank. So give it a thought. All right, thank you. All right.